February. The University of Tennessee today fired an advisor accused of sexual harassment at his previous job and acknowledged it made some mistakes when hiring him. 10 News anchor Beth Haynes joining us now with an update. Beth.
Robin, Dr. Lee Waldrop was an academic advisor in the College of Architecture and Design. He previously worked at the University of Illinois. An investigation by Illinois shows 8 female students accused him of sexual harassment. They said he gave them unwanted attention and touching. Waldrop resigned from Illinois in August 2017. He joined UT in March of 2018. UT said it learned of the allegations against Waldrop over the weekend and put him on leave Monday. The university fired him today. UT said in a statement, unfortunately, the university's standard procedure of performing reference checks was not followed when the college hired Dr. Waldrop. UT says it will take steps to prevent this from happening again. Waldrop Architecture and Design said Waldrop told UT he was furloughed at Illinois, that his position was eliminated for financial reasons, and that he was seeking a better work-life balance. The letter then said this, of course, was not true. UT stressed it received no reports or complaints from students, faculty, and staff against Waldrop during his time on campus. Robin.
Beth, thank you. A big day today.